welcome back. Special opportunity here as we're nearing the end of our NC2A season preview. We've got the head coach, the newest head coach on the men's side in the NC2A, and Coach James Lathrop. Welcome to the show. Welcome back, man. Good to have you. Second time in 6 months.
Yeah, thanks, Wesley. It's always fun to talk water polo with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're excited for you. It's the first water polo, Division I water polo program that's been created since, I believe, 2015, since San Jose State was. You happen to be in the same conference as San Jose State for this 1 year.
Yep.
You've got a really nice recruiting class. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you're about a week and a half in. So
Yep.
what's it been like? Built this program. You're getting your players in. Not everybody's here, but
Yep.
you're building this program. What has it been like this first week getting to know these guys?
Honestly, it's been amazing. We got all together. They moved in a week ago, and we spent a lot of time just kind of building community together. Like we went out and ate together. We had the parents together, and everyone came over to my house for brunch one day. We've done some just kind of fun stuff together. We hiked up to the cross on top of the hill here at St. Mary's, and I think that was really important for us as we got going was that we got to know each other and really was building community within the parents, the players, introducing them to people on campus who are going to support them while they're here. I think that was a great thing, and the guys have just been awesome. They've been excited to be here, excited to be challenged. They know that like starting a new program is a challenge, and that there's certain things that like come with that when you're building a brand new team. But they've been all in. They've responded to everything we've asked of them, and really got along great together. And so really it's been very positive since we've gotten going here, and really fun to get to know the guys. You know, through the recruiting process, you get to know people pretty well, but then it is different when you get them here and you get to talk to them and meet their parents and start training and doing all these things. And it's been very positive. The guys have been great. The family's been awesome, and we've had a good time doing that.
Yeah, and a really kind of special opportunity, right? Where everybody's new. It's not like you've got a new class. It's not like you've got a transfer or two. You've got 8 transfers, but you've got, and I think, 6 countries represented. So everybody is brand new. So, as Coach Backrack at Fordham says, pretty much everybody's a tourist, right? Like very few people are from New York that are actually playing there. So everybody's from somewhere else.
Sure.
And it's not here. So what is there been, have you seen the guys already come together in that first week? I love that you had the team over for brunch. I think that's amazing. It's a really cool thing. Talk to us about kind of how you plan to mold the team and structurally and from a chemistry standpoint, what you're looking for.
Yeah, well, I think, the group that we had here was, when you're going through that recruiting process with them, and there is no team to like show them or that you can't say like, this is what we look like, this is what we do. You're talking about opportunity to be leaders, opportunity to build culture. And that's really what we focused on. And I think this group is the group that like, when we talked about that, that's where their eyes lit up, like an opportunity to like really come in and shape a program in a real positive way and make a chance to really build culture, not just within the team, but on campus. Like, I think we're going to make a really big impact at St. Mary's College, and we're excited for that. And this group has been great in terms of just working to get to know each other. And I think there's a beauty to it too. When everyone comes in, there's no hierarchy of like, this is, how the seniors do it. And this is how like everyone really feels, I think, like they're on the same playing field. Someone mentioned it actually at the end of practice the other day, like one of the freshmen, and we were just kind of wrapping up practice and talking, and they were remarking on just like how cool it is that we do have this, like where everybody comes in every day and is on an equal playing field of like, we're just trying to get better each day and do right by each other.
Yeah. And you've had a tall task of putting together a team in frankly pretty short notice, right? You started January, February.
I got hired in November, but first signee was January. So it's been a pretty like condensed recruiting period for sure.
Yeah. And you're from the Bay Area. You've coached at La Marinda for a long time. You guys are using Soda Aquatic Center for your game location, which is about a mile away from the school itself. Is there plans to get a pool put in on campus, or is this the long-term plan? We're gonna commute.
No, definitely. There's a plan to have a pool on campus. We have some renderings which have been shared within the campus, and pretty soon there'll be kind of a media package that goes out there, so everyone will get to see it. But it's really cool. The school is really ambitious, not only about our program, but about like building the new facility, and it's part of a larger package to upgrade the facilities on campus for a few of our sports teams. But it would include building a brand new large pool with large spectator seating for all our aquatics teams, because obviously
I love it.
men's water polo, but also women's water polo and swimming starting up, and
Yeah,
they want it to be a hub for Northern California aquatics and in the East Bay, which is already got big time aquatics, swimming, water
yeah.
polo around here, and they want it to be not just something that's special for our college teams, but for the community around us, and really be a great thing for everybody in that way.
Well, let's hope they put in enough seating as we try and grow this sport, where there's
Yeah,
plenty of seating and great viewership and whatever else, and of course shade. But very cool, man. Exciting time, right? Like it's such a
yeah,
rare opportunity, as we talked about, to build your own program. It's really unique, and I don't know if it's easier. I would imagine it's easier, not that either are easy, to build your own program or take over an existing program, but you've got a cool opportunity here. 14 freshmen, 8 transfers, 6 different countries for 22 players thus far, potentially more on the way. We'll break that down. We've got a couple of highlights. I didn't have room on my slides to make 22 people, so I apologize. I didn't have room to do everyone. And so we'll rock and roll with what we do have. We're going to call out 5 different guys that are kind of impact players. These guys coming in, names you're going to want to watch. We'll start at the upper left. I've had the chance to watch quite a few of these guys, actually. Leo Hotcham from Canada. He's played with the senior team. He was at World Cup qualifiers in Malta. Watched him at U20 World Championships in Zagreb, Croatia in 2025. Very complete player, very good perimeter attacker here. Talk to us about how this came about.
yeah. Leo's just a great young man. Really excited. I think he's excited, honestly, for the water polo piece, and he's the kid when we started talking. It's like, hey, you're gonna have a chance to play like big time colleges like on our schedule. We already at that time had Cal. That's before we got like the schedule for the Triton Invite. We're going to play UCLA and USC and Long Beach and other teams, Santa Barbara, and so he was like, this is what I want. I want a chance to challenge myself and get better as a player. And he, I think, showed up on campus when we did it, and it was like he was made to come here, and I think
Yeah.
play. He's super versatile player, and so he can
Yeah.
play inside, outside, right side, left side. Like he just and like we were even talking about this yesterday. We were kind of talking like where are the places that you really enjoy playing the most, or where are the places I can put you that you feel the most comfortable. He's like, just put me in, I'll play anywhere. You tell me where you need to go. Like that's his attitude,
Yeah.
and he's been awesome for us in just the short couple days of training, in terms of being a leader and just his play. He's a very good player. You can see why he's been on all these rosters that you mentioned for Team Canada, moving forward, because he's really versatile and really skilled.
Yeah. In a world or a time that versatility kind of wins the day, there are very few specialists these days.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing teams with maybe one center. Some don't even bring centers and they just post
Yeah.
up, and certainly everybody having to defend because everybody's a post up threat. It's very, very helpful to have a guy like Leo kind of anchor that, somebody you can pretty much put in and build around, if you will.
Sure.
Federico Castrucci, the goalie from Italy U20 World Championships, and was on the roster for the U20 Europeans. Unfortunately, got sick, so we didn't see him. But that Italian team finished third. Maybe would have finished a little higher with him in there. I saw this one roll out when you announced this, and I'm like, oh, that's a real pickup right there. Not that any of the other guys aren't, but like this is a guy that I saw was like, okay, he can really play. This is a really nice pickup for your God to have a goalie like this your first year. Amazing.
Yeah, we feel really excited to get a player at the caliber of Federico, and he actually shows up here tomorrow. So because he was on that U20 kind of schedule for his travel plans,
Yeah.
so for European Championships, which just wrapped up, so he'll show up tomorrow, and we're just excited to have him. All our goalies actually have done great so far,
Yeah.
and just to throw Federico on top of that is going to be great. We're excited. Um, and coming off a great season with Roma Vicenova, where he kind of split time between like the Division One team and the Division Two team, and doing all that. So he comes with a lot of experience with the club and international scene for Italy, and we're excited to see what he can do once he gets here, and just get him here and get to know him better and all that.
Yeah. Now, Hamish Ellison, Australian. You got a couple of Australians. You've got some guys from South Africa, a couple from South Africa. You've
Yep.
got some New Zealanders. Talk to us about Hamish, and go ahead, and you can go on Mason Black too. One's a right-hand attacker, the other one is
Yeah.
center defender.
Yeah, start with Hamish. Hamish has been great so far. He's a big, tall kid. He's in that group that is working towards being on the Australian 20 and under team for the future, and really versatile. Also, he's got good size, great speed, and shoots the ball pretty well. And so we're excited to be able to move Hamish around, kind of where we need to as well. He's been the kid that, like, every day after practice, he's in the water getting extra shots up. He's in here finding full time, around even when we don't have practice to just get better. So I'll be like working at my desk here and look out the window, and he's in the pool doing something and getting better. So that's the type of kid he is. He just wants to get better really fast, and he's been a sponge. He just wants to learn, and he's been great. The other Australian on there, Mason, is our oldest player. And so Mason comes in, and he's going to be a graduate student, get his MBA here at St. Mary's, which is a popular program here. And he is, I think, just become a natural leader within the program. I'm not sure if it's just the age. I think that's a little bit of just who he is as a person. And so he's been instrumental into, like, the first few days of this program of leading the guys and getting them together and kind of grounding them in the values that we want to be about. And he's just a remarkable young man with a lot going for him, both water polo and out of water polo. And so we're extremely lucky to have someone like Mason, who's, as a player, really strong, physical player, and shoots the ball pretty good. So we're excited to have him. Yeah.
And will he have 2 years, or will he have 1 year of eligibility here?
What 1 year as of right now? We're still figuring out whether we might be able to do that the second year. But as of right now, we're planning on 1 year.
Okay, so Mason Black, center defender out of Australia. And then Noah Begara, a couple of South Africans on your roster. We'll highlight Noah here, right-handed attacker. This guy's a transfer from Whittier College, if memory serves. It's a big kid.
Yeah. Noah is a big kid. We're excited. We were really excited to get Noah from Whittier. He was one of the best players on that team. His teammate Ethan Clark also came over, and I think the two of them have also been great leaders for our program. Noah, in particular, is maybe our most competitive player in everything that we do. So, from strength training to just like jogging around to warm up on a day to, there's a pop the shot machine outside in the rec center here outside my office. Like, everything he does is a competition, and he wants to win. And to me, like, that's the type of player we want. It's like, just competitive by nature. And so he's doing great so far, and we're excited to have him. Big player. We'll be able to use him at center defender, very versatile, and again, a great person. He's been awesome. Just I think he's a connector. He's one of these people that like people gravitate towards, and he helps connect people to each other. And he's been great. Making sure that everyone's taken care of, and that, as guys are leaving the pool deck and stuff, that he's checking in with them and that type of thing. So, I think all these guys and the team in general. It's been great as they come together. There's so much, I think, that they're really buying into this opportunity for leadership and growing culture, it's been just awesome to see. Like if you had asked me like 9 months ago and thrown this roster at me, like I'm like, wow. Like one, I think we got some talent for sure for what we're doing, but also like just the quality of people that we've brought in. I couldn't have asked for more. It's been truly remarkable, and to have them here and working with each other has been really special. And holy cow, I couldn't have asked for like a group to start gelling quicker and more. It's been I honestly thought there'd be more kind of bumps as we kind of integrate, like you said, like the whole new team together. Like how's this going to work? How do you kind of put in everyone down to everyone on our roster has been really great at trying to support each other and trying to learn and trying to do what we're asking and also bringing their own strengths into the program as well. So it's been really, really refreshing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Have you guys selected a captain, or what's that process like for you?
No, we haven't. I think some of my philosophy on that is that you got to get to know the guys a little and let them kind of figure out who's going to lead, and there's a piece to that, but also because we're asking everyone to be a leader here, that I didn't want to jump the gun and select one person, because I think right now more than ever as we start the program we need everyone's leadership, and obviously leadership comes in different forms, and we're going to challenge the guys throughout not just this first few weeks but throughout the whole season to really support the team in different ways. And it's been great getting to know each player, getting to know what makes them tick, and trying to put them in a position where we can utilize their leadership strengths and their playing strengths. And so it's a really fun puzzle to put together. As a coach, it's what you love. Right? You like start figuring it out and getting to know people and figuring out how to utilize everyone's best qualities, both in the water and out of the water, because that's really important. I think as we go through a long season, as we're about to embark on, it's a big marathon, and you got to be ready to utilize everybody's what they can provide throughout the season. I really believe that.
For sure. Yeah, and you've got a lot of different talents. Again, 6 different countries, 14 freshmen, 8 transfers. There's guys coming from all over the place. And good to see Italy represented. Good to see Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, Canada. Really exciting time. So that'll be really cool to see how this shakes out. Excited to watch you guys. I get to be on a few of your games. I know when you're at Cal, I'll be there, and I think maybe you're San Jose State's as well as if you're down at Santa Clara. I know you're in the WCC, great conference, best conference in America, I like to say. It's the deepest for sure, and by far the most competitive, kind of top to bottom. I mean, you had Santa Clara beat UOP last year, and then you had CBU knock UOP off, who was number 1 in league at WCC finals, and then San Jose State, who's been in the finals basically. They've won it 2 of the last 3 years. They're in their last year of being in the WCC, so some changes. But the WCC did pick up Davis this year, and so let's talk about your schedule real quick. If I can find your slides, here we go. I've got a few games highlighted. Obviously, these aren't all your games, but you're going to Princeton 9/11 morning. Is that part of the Princeton invite? I believe that weekend. To me, I know you've got a big weekend with UCLA and USC and you've in Santa Barbara. You've got a tough slate at the Triton Invite. But to me, this is the bigger pressure test, because this will kind of give you a barometer as to where you're at. They're usually a top 10 team or right around it. Either 9 to 11 is where they usually end up finishing. And they've won their conference the last couple of years, so they know how to win. Litvak, a very good coach. Talk to us about, are you circling certain games? Is this something you guys are particularly focused on, of like, hey, these are the ones we kind of need to win, prove who we are type of thing?
I think, from a schedule standpoint, when I was making the schedule, it was challenged because we didn't have our roster put together, right? And so, you're trying to schedule things, you don't know exactly what your team's going to be and what's going to be the best plan. So we just kind of took the stance, like, we're going to schedule a really competitive, really challenging schedule, and try to put ourselves in position to get better with every single game, and face every challenge that we get. And we really, and the guys, like we started talking to the guys about it. That's like why they want to be here. Like a lot of them, like they felt like, I can play at the D1 level. I want to show that I can play at the D1 level. And so, yeah, but I think like every game to some extent is going to be a good test for us and a barometer. And we're, coming in where some programs obviously have played seasons together at the core of the teams, and we're just putting it together. So we're looking at every opportunity to play as a chance to grow more connected as a team, to really build our competitiveness as a group, and to just continually improve and get better, because we've never had an at-large berth come out of the WCC, and so it goes towards being as good as you can once you hit that conference tournament, and putting yourself in the best position to do well there. And so we're hoping that we'll be one of those teams that is a really tough out by the end of the year, and that we've grown from playing a really tough competitive schedule throughout the year. And I think, Princeton is great. Dusty is as good a coach as they come, as prepared as a team as you'll ever face. Gabor does a great job, obviously, with San Jose State, and has for the last few years, and it's our last chance to be in the conference with them this year. So we're going to go, come and try to go after them every time, as they're going to come after us. And I think like with adding Davis to the conference this year, obviously losing Cal Baptist, you're losing a good team and also gaining a really good team. And Davis was conference champions last year in their conference. So like getting to play all these conference champions like that you have on the slide here, like every single one of these won their conference. They know how to win.
That's kind of why I called it out, right?
Yeah.
Like where do you stack? Are you as good as the conference champ of the Northeast? Are you as good as the Big West? Are you as good as the WCC? And that's what's interesting about this. You've got a great schedule, and it's a very heavy schedule. There's not much relief for you guys, so good luck taking a week off. But consistency is the hardest thing, as we know. And in the WCC, it is tough, and because of how deep it is. You get CB, you get Davis, you get San Jose State, you get Pacific. I just watched Santa Clara beat San Jose State at full strength. Down at Santa Clara, like in the preseason, and I know that doesn't mean anything, but it's a pretty good barometer when they both got all their players, right? So like, it's not, there's not an easy game for anybody. Pepperdine, LMU, I mean, the list just goes on. We see the MPSF, and typically, or I should say, just about always, the MPSF is ranked 1 through 4.
Sure.
Right? You get your USC, your UCLA, your Cal, Stanford, and then the way it's kind of shaken out is that it's basically the WCC 6 to 10. You got Fordham right there in kind of the 5. Now you guys don't see Fordham this year, and that may be okay, but it's going to be very interesting to see how this shakes out, because every game is going to be really challenging to prove, like, hey, do you belong in the top 10, or are you guys a 12, 13, 15 type team? I'm frankly very curious. I'm excited to see how this turns out for you guys, because in the first year, I don't know what the expectations are for you, probably very high. But certainly I think there's a little bit of gravity people will give, in that, like, hey, we're okay if St. Mary's doesn't win every game. Is that the approach, or are you guys like, no, we're hell or high water, we're going to win every game if we can?
I mean, we're going to go after and try to be competitive every game. But I think, like, to be honest, like, we don't talk a lot about like what the rankings are. Like that's something that is totally out of our control, and we're just want to get better every game. And like I said, like, try to peak at the right time. And so I think we really do, go into it where it's like, okay, we're just going to play. We're going to get there. We're going to prepare as well as we can for every single game. We want to, be organized and be competitive. But we got a long way to go in this, and so it's going to be a journey to try to utilize each game to get better. And we just started practice, and we got games coming up next week. So there's a lot that we're having to cover pretty quickly, and so we're excited to just challenge ourselves and get better and see how we can be. And I think like in the WCC, when every game, like you mentioned, is competitive, you don't get an easy game. I think that brings the best out of you as a competitor. Like it forces you to be at your best every weekend. You don't get to be like, here's an easy win. We can play the bench this week. Like that doesn't exist. And so I think in some ways it's really good. It forces us to be at our best. The other thing about it is that when you have those games that are so competitive, I think the beauty of it in the WCC is that at these schools, it's a big deal. When that water polo team comes to town, it's going to be a competitive game. Those are just great college sports environments that we're excited to be a part of. And to go play at Santa Clara, to play at San Jose State, to host Pepperdine, like these are things that we're super excited to do, and just challenge ourselves to be the best we can. Obviously, we're going to compete to win, but yeah, we want to set the goal to utilize all the lessons, win or loss, to be ready at the end of the season.
I love it. Yeah, looking forward to seeing this team. If for nothing else, like we just love celebrating the fact that you guys have a new program and you're leading it. I'll be candid. I was a little skeptical. How's James going to do building a program? You never really built a program. It's because nobody has, right?
Sure.
Like we'll see. Kind of jury's out. But you have done a phenomenal job. The schedule is great. You're obviously your recruiting is very good. You've gone far and wide. I know the efforts you've made to bring some of these guys in and make this happen, and a cool opportunity for them that they probably wouldn't have otherwise had. That is what's so great about building a new program and having more programs popping up is that there's, it'll help grow the sport and provide more opportunities. We've seen that as kind of Fordham has shifted. San Jose State obviously has done very well. And again, they've been in the finals last 3 years. They've won it 2 of the last 3, and hoping for the same for you, James. So good luck this season, man. Anything you'd like to close us out with? We really appreciate the opportunity to have you on. I'm really glowing from this. I love talking to you. It's a lot of fun. So
I'm glowing from just like having our team together and getting to coach water polo, because for a lot of months there, it was just recruiting and doing that. And so to have the guys here at the pool and get to spend more time on the pool deck coaching, like that's what I love. I'm really grateful for the opportunity that St. Mary's has provided our program and for me. I'm very local to the area. I live 5 minutes away from campus, and so I really value, I think, what the program can do for the community, the aquatics community here, and vice versa, what the aquatics community is going to provide to us, because I think we're going to start a new program, but we're going to have like people wanting to come out to our games and celebrate the fact that we are competing in the WCC and do that. So I think there's a lot of positivity, and we just want to keep those positive vibes going and keep getting better. So thank you. Thanks for having me on, Wes. I really appreciate it, and look forward to jumping into the season and seeing you at the pool deck when we get there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, good luck in your opening weekend, and certainly as you kind of progress. But we'll be in touch, James. Thanks for being here.
Cool. Thanks, Wilson.